Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Wellnessa Oracle Guidance. I am Vanessa and I'm going to do a general love reading for the sign of Capricorn today. So for all of you who are new, first of all, welcome to this channel, and I hope you will find the readings helpful for your guidance. And make sure that you check the description box below the video if this reading doesn't resonate with you, because it can't resonate with absolutely all of you. Even if Capricorn is your sun sign, know that in your chart there are other placements that could talk about your relationships in your life. So, check that out and refer to the reading that is more suited for you at this time, okay? And for all of you who are coming back, thank you very much for sticking up with me. Do you say that? Yeah, whatever. I hope I'm not saying anything like wrong, but never mind. It's late for me, so what else? Yeah, so I'm doing 9-card spread here with past, present and future, and some oracle cards on the side, and you will have a pick a card in regards to your heart chakra, and you will get 2 messages per card, one as the main message and a second one talking about a time frame, for you to understand how things will be processed. Okay, so yeah, so I will start the reading with people who are single. Okay, so let's do this right now. So for you single people, in the recent past, I do see that you had someone in your life. It could be you or the other person, assign the role as it fits in your situation. But there was someone, I feel that it's the other person. Someone came into your life in the past and really rushed towards you and maybe made some promises and tried to get your attention and your love and everything, and they wanted everything quickly, swiftly, and they were out the door as quickly as they came in. Maybe they were coming back and forth for mainly the good times. I do feel that, and then you stood up. So that's with the Knight of Swords in reverse. That's the feeling I'm getting. And with the Queen of Swords, I do feel that you stood your ground about what you wanted. Okay, and even though this person made you very happy, at some point you got some clarity about who they really were and what were their intentions towards you. Okay, and this made you feel quite stuck. This is actually on the present moment. It could be that you're still you're trying to get unstuck from this situation, because you feel that it can't keep going on for too long. With the 8 of Swords in reverse, you see upright, you can see the truth and you feel stuck. But here you saw the truth and you trying to get unstuck from the situation. That's what it is saying here. Your main card is the 6 of Cups here. So the 6 of Cups is talking about memories from the past. It's a person that was really, how to say, really important in your life for you. And you remember all the good memories with them, and it is hard for you to move forward from that. And that's the main energy from your reading here. And I do see that with the 2 of Pentacles, you have to make a decision here, and it's hard for you to get to a conclusion. So far you're thinking, oh yeah, I want to be with them, and at other moments, like, no, I want to let go and do my own things. You're going back and forth with this, with the, sorry, I'm not used to with the camera, with the 8 here. here, trying to, okay, with the 8 here, I'm trying to, yeah, I'm trying to show you the 8 here. This is showing really that you're going back and forth in your mind about what you should do about the situation, and you know, to push forward and get completely unstuck from this, because you know you had great feelings for this person, maybe you still do, and that's why you're trying to make a decision about them, even though you're single right now. You know, maybe they're trying to come back, maybe, you know, but they're not offering you exactly what you want, so it is something that you are thinking about. Okay, so it's possibly a person from the past here that is trying to come back, but to get like only the best parts of the relationship, I would say, you know, without being really fully engaged with you. So in the future, I do see that you know, you will have some disagreements, and you will have to agree to disagree on some things, and then, you know, you have to be strong about it, about what you want, and somehow show your strength to defend yourself. But it is kind of difficult, as the strength card here is reversed. So it is kind of difficult for you, and you're trying to find your solution. You know, with the 8 of Cups here, you know that you have to find your own happiness, probably somewhere else, or find the solution somewhere, because you know you don't really want to leave this this relationship, but you have to, because it's not fulfilling you. Okay, it is not fulfilling for you, so you feel that you have to leave the situation and find your happiness elsewhere. But yeah, or find a solution, you know, maybe take a trip somewhere and think about things, you know, when they're not around. I do have that sense here, you know, you have to, yeah, you have to assess things and make sure that you're gonna get what you want. And here you, for the last card, you got the Judgment card. So this is talking about someone coming back around. It could be also talking about a final decision about a situation, making a choice. It feels, you know, as it's upright, it feels like you're gonna make the right choice for yourself, on what what it is offered to you. So yeah, you're gonna see the good things and the bad things, and then make a choice about that. And there is no going back from that decision, you know. But it is talking about this past person here, and yeah. So this will be a decision made after you, yeah, after you went away and try to reflect on things, and then make your decision here. Sorry for the cards, they're shining. Okay, sorry for my voice, it's going away again. It's terrible. I'm fine off camera, and then switch it on and it's getting all dry. So that's for you single people. And for those who are coupled, I do see that your partner is probably wanting everything very quickly. Like, they want everything right now. They are kind of pushy to get things their way, and you know, it's like they decide. It feels like they want to decide for everything important in within the relationship, and it's not easy for you to stand your ground, but you're doing that. You're speaking your mind about the decisions that have to be made, and you're standing your ground here and being really truthful. You're speaking your mind about everything, and it brings clarity. You know, you are happy with that person, but somehow it is difficult when they push to get things. It could be that they push you to have kids. It could be that they push you to move into an area, or that they, I don't know, could be anything, you know, or they insist on having every Sunday a dinner or a meal with their family, and you're not into it. It could be anything, you know. You know your situation here, but they're pushy, but you're like, you know, standing your ground, even though you're happy with them. You kind of see that it's yeah, it brings something to light here. It doesn't feel too bad in the past position anyway, but I do see that today it's kind of bothering you now a little bit more. It's like a tiny problem, something that was a tiny problem in the past is growing, and you need to stop this. And you're reminiscing about the start of the relationship when everything was smooth and really nice and easy, and it was like it felt perfect with that person. And you're wondering what to do now, because it feels like things are changing with them and you don't really like that. Okay, so yeah, it's not easy for you to deal with this on a daily basis, and you're wondering what you should do, you know, because speaking your truth isn't enough. It's still some hard work for you, and it's probably gonna make you tired because of all the disagreements, and you're gonna want to let it go, you know, not fight for this anymore, and probably think about things and the things you want to do then next, and then make a final decision here, because yeah, it is really, you know, difficult, because it is an important person for you, you know, like for single people, this is talking about a soulmate or someone really significant for you. So yeah, maybe as well they're talking about kids. Maybe they want kids, because this is a kid card, so you know, we could talk about kids. So yeah, it is difficult, you know, or maybe they just want marriage and you're not into it, you know. It could be something like that. Maybe you're just fine having a long-term relationship, just living together, and that's it. Well, you apply it as it fits in your situation, but that's the energy I'm getting here. So let's see what the guidance cards have to say. Here, the first card is the chosen one. Okay, I'm gonna read the message out to you. Okay, I have to get used to the new camera because it's not set up the same way. Sorry for I was clearing my throat. So it says, the chosen one doesn't fear to show who they truly are. They show up with their beliefs, their qualities, and their faults. They don't wear any mask. They know how to listen to their heart's voice and how to take care of their inner child. They know how to love. The chosen one is a being imbued with compassion and love, a being circled with a halo of light similar to the one angels have. The chosen one is a person able to offer their help without expecting anything in return. This card signifies that you have to rediscover your inner child to be able to take life not so seriously, to bring in magic and lots of laughter. Because the chosen one loves to laugh, and their smile is contagious. Their joyful temper is the echo of their faith in God and their path on which they sprinkle good words and love. Regularly take moments apart from the external world to re-energize. You are a chosen one. You have the capability to elevate your consciousness to where you can hear the voice of the eternal. Your mission implies to be a good listener to those who need it. You are a light for others. So this card could talk about work with the energy of crystals when you meditate and when doing angelic rituals, because the chosen one recognizes the power of crystals. Take some fresh air, fill your lungs, and breathe slowly. The strength of divine light flow through you. Do you believe you are a chosen one? Okay, so yeah, so this card is really truly talking about discovering who you truly are. You know, not hiding anything. Could be like about you know, the relationship, like you're standing your ground and telling things as it is with this card here. And it is talking about kids somehow, you know, being playful and you know, getting your energy back from childhood. This could talk about this as well. And then take some time for yourself to reevaluate things here. So yeah, these are your main cards, like it's the middle row here. So yeah, so don't fear to stand for the things you want and who you are. You know, you don't have to dim your light to please someone else, because in the end it's gonna hurt the relationship. So you know, even though this person feels right for some things, and they're not behaving the way you want all the time, so it is you really need to address that so you can be happy. You know, you don't have to compromise too much, you know, because this is not really compromising, it's really letting go a part of yourself for another person. This is how it feels here. So you know, compromise, it's on both sides, you know, and here it doesn't feel like that. So next card is the spider for the totem animal, and it says, trust the creative spark you're feeling and express it through writing stories that inspire and enlighten you. The momentum of creativity is particularly powerful at this time, firing up the irresistible and familiar desire to express yourself through creative writing. May the stories that emerge from your spirit be true or not. May they be based on real experiences or on imagination from your fertile mind. Sit down each day and write down the words that come up. Don't try to make sentences or paragraphs up, but simply write down what needs to be expressed through you. To inspire and bring light to someone, it is useless to write a story too complex. Start by describing a personal experience or that has made you realize some things that might be useful to others. However, do not mind the way people will react to your story. Simply feel the pleasure in the process of writing without judging your work nor yourself. Write to express, not to impress. Along these inspiring moments, it can happen that you might be distracted either by people who are demanding of your time and attention, or by negative thoughts and beliefs that come from judgment and humiliations that you had to go through during your childhood. A very efficient way to fight these habitual and auto-restrictive thoughts and emotions is to express them in the form of a story. While doing so, don't leave anything out. It is by unwinding this way that you will rekindle with the words that have hurt you initially. Okay, so this is really talking to you about the expression of yourself, again, like the chosen one. You know, these two cards talk about expressing yourself, showing who you are, you know, and showing to the world who you are, and to your partner as well, if you have one. Okay, so yeah, this is important. And also it talks about your childhood. So you know, maybe it is about childhood memories. You know, for those who don't have a romantic partner, it could be like something that happened within your childhood and with someone else, and this person, you know, maybe you have some things to finalize with them now. Could be something like that. Or you are in a relationship and it's stirring some hurt from your childhood, you know, because everything that happened to us during our childhood, it actually affects our relationships today. So you know, if you have had you know, some hurts from that time, you know, it might come back up, it might be triggered again within relationships. So maybe you need to let your partner know what happened to you, and then, you know, so they make sure that then they don't trigger this anymore. That's what I'm getting here. This could be a message for someone out there. But yeah, anyway, express yourself, you know, and stand your ground. For the butterfly deck, from the butterfly deck, I got 2 cards here. I got realizations and epiphanies and relationship dynamics. Okay, so I'm gonna put them up here. Hope you can see them. All right, so I need to get the message here. Almost there. Okay, relationship dynamics. This card indicates that there have been some changes in one or more of your relationships with your family, friends, or romantic partner. There's a sense that you have less in common and are growing apart. This may be because you are now more sensitive and more conscious of your feelings when you're with certain people. Perhaps in the past you numbed your emotional awareness, and now your feelings are awake. The most important relationships of all is with yourself. So you do need to take care of your feelings and needs in this situation. Yes, relationships involve compromise, but ultimately, if you're denying yourself happiness, this will have a negative impact on the relationship. Therefore, you are guided to be honest with yourself about your needs, even if it means working with a counselor for support. As you make changes, all of your relationships will be affected. It's time for you to sort through your feelings about each of them to bring healthy balance into your life. Okay, so it could talk about moving your relationship in a healthier direction, a healed relationship with yourself, individual and or marital counseling, a new person entering the picture, changing the dynamics of other relationships. Okay, so this is kind of what I was talking about, you know, like something has changed within a relationship for those who are coupled. I do had that sense strongly, and you thinking about the past. So make sure, yeah, that you remain true to yourself. You know, those 2 cards here, they are really talking about it. So, you know, make sure that you are true to yourself, you stand your ground here, and that you know, this is not about compromising. This you know, the story is really talking about you making all the efforts to please the other person, and things weren't like that at the start for those who are coupled. And those who are single, it's someone from the past coming back and trying to get your good graces here, and you know, not giving you everything that you want in return. So, you know, it's the same kind of dynamic here, and it is not easy. So let's see what the other card has to say. So the changes you're experiencing are influenced by internal processes. You've been recognizing important truth, and now you're questioning parts of your life that you once took for granted. You've arrived at some new insights that are making you reconsider your previous choices. What you once felt comfortable with now makes you uncomfortable. You received this card as acknowledgement of this development, and also as guidance to take your time in making life decisions and adjustments. Do your research, get support, and adopt the changes as you feel ready. After all, you don't want to increase your stress levels with any radical shifts you're not prepared for. Now that you've had these realizations, you'll make positive changes at a natural and healthy pace. You your new outlook will lead the way without stress or worries. Additional meanings: meditation, a spiritual path, channeling, growing apart in relationship. So it is, the two cards are somehow connected. There is a shift in the relationship. It could come from within you with this card, or from like something has changed in the relationship. It's not it doesn't have to be from you, it's like something is not like before, and now you're questioning things. So this card talks about the changing being within you, having epiphanies and realizations about what you're actually experiencing now, and that it is not exactly what you wanted. Okay, so it is very important for you to center yourself, and reevaluate things to make your final decision here about this. Okay, excuse me, I'm drinking some water. My mouth gets so dry, it's unbelievable. Oh yeah, and from the Secret Garden deck, you got the card Breathe. Okay, trying not to have it too shiny. And it says, slow down and contemplate the tea, violets and ivy tangled around the eaves. Okay, so this is really for you to take the time for yourself, because if you're stressed, you can't make the right decisions. And you really need to take a step back and breathe, feel good within your own skin, and then reflect on the situation and make your decision. We're gonna start the pick a card now. Okay, 1, 2, or 3. You can pause the video if you want, if you need more time to choose your card. And there is a main message and a second message here. So let's see what it is saying for you. So I'm gonna start now with the card number 1, and it is saying adapt to their emotional rhythm. Okay, so the message is, when you will meet your soulmate, if you haven't yet, they will be in a quite complicated emotional period. Your soulmate will be going through some pain in regards to their past love life that will still be present within them. They will be in an energy of renewal, but they will need some time. So you will need to adapt to their emotional rhythm and not to rush things. If you try to move forward too quickly building this relationship, there will be blockages and delays, and the relationship will be at a standstill. Welcome what they offer you and don't try to move faster than them. Your soulmate will need this time to build trust and to be able to open up, because when you will meet, your soulmate will be closed off. They will even be testing your reactions. Don't take it the wrong way around. They will just need to be sure that they're not making another mistake, and they will give their love to someone capable of understanding them and reciprocate. Your soulmate will be a hurt soul, but they will find a way to grow wings by your side. So for the time, so this, first of all, this message, it is talking about, the person that, has been hurt in the past. And so for those who have picked this card, it could be you or the other person. And it's talking about, because I did picked up on that energy here in the reading. What I was saying. They've been hurt from the past, and maybe it is difficult for them to move forward in a relationship now. So Yeah, what I was picking up on is that someone is trying to move things faster. So maybe that's you who's moving things faster, and they feel like, you know, not comfortable with the situation, and they're wondering, how things will evolve, and if they what choice they have to make. So if this is your situation, don't rush your person, be understanding here, but maybe it is about you. So yeah, so this is your card anyway. Let's talk about the time frame, because I forgot to tell you, but this is talking about February. Okay, so it says, your guides are telling you that you will get the answer you need about your love life during the month of February. It is the month that will bring you the renewal you seek, and it will bring you surprises and synchronicities that will allow you to create a new leap in your love life. In love, it will be a turning point, and you will have to make big decisions. Yeah, big decisions, right? So, the judgment card is about a big decision. Okay, so that's your message for card number 1. Let's see for card number 2. It says encounter through media communication, and the time frame is now. Okay, so for those who don't like to wait, that was the right card to pick. So it says, your guides are telling you that many things will happen in your love life in regards to communicating through the media. It can be an encounter you make this way or another. But you will speak a lot through the phone or the internet at the very start of the relationship. Many things will happen through media communication. You are being asked to pay attention, and most of all, believe it. If you are waiting on news from someone, know that you will get some this way. If you are going through a current crisis with the person you hold dear to your heart, some exchange via the phone or the internet will enable you to see things more clearly. It could also be an encounter made through social media or a dating site. Whatever the case may be, media communication will bring a renewal into your love life, a positive one. Okay, for those who have chosen this card, all the misunderstanding or the conflicts that may arise within the relationship, because it has changed dynamics here, the communication will be important here for you. So they're talking about communication from on the phone or via the internet. Maybe you will take some time apart and talk about the problems, the issues here, and then it will be positively resolved. Whatever you choose to do, it will be positive for you both. So for the time frame, it's talking about now, and it says, you are in an energy where everything is happening now. There is no waiting phase for the realization of your romantic projects, as you already are in this energy. So you can trust, and most of all, trust your heart chakra, because it is here for you. It is open. Now, know that now is the time for things to move forward for you and be set into place. Don't be in a phase of fear. Don't be in a place of fear, as this would create blockages. Be in a place of visualization and positive thinking. Great things are coming for you from now on. Everything is possible and fast. It is time for you to create what you have always wanted for your love life. Okay, so it is really telling you to have faith, and your heart chakra is open. It feels like it was talking about realization and epiphanies here. So this could be like maybe you have raised your vibration, and you're feeling, you're more in touch with who you already are, and then your heart chakra is now open. You see things more clearly, you're more connected, and your chakras are working very well, and your heart space is very open, because you want to make the right decision, so you're taking care of that, and you do have sweet feelings for your person. So so you will make the right decision whatever you decide to do here, and yeah, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to make the wrong decision. You have the answer within you. Okay? So, card number 3, it says discreet or secret relationships, and it's talking about July. Okay? So this I already know for what kind of what part of the story it is connected. It is more about at the start I was talking about single people who had someone coming back from the past and trying to get the best bits of the relationship, so it could be about that, but also it could be like trying to start a new relationship that's gonna turn out well, and you will only need to assess some things to make sure that you're making the right decision. But here's your message. Your guides are telling you that you are heading towards a relationship in which at first things will be discreet or even secretive. You are going towards a relationship with your soulmate, but you will have to keep the relationship on the low key at the beginning. You will understand why when the time comes, but you will want to protect this new relationship that will be starting off. Your guides are asking you to keep quiet about this relationship at its beginning. This is a relationship that you will have to protect, or else the energies from other people will create blockages and unforeseen events. Don't you know the saying, live happily, live discreetly? That's what will need to be done at the start of the relationship so a solid foundation can be put in place in a healthy way. Your guide's message is strong. Don't talk about this relationship, at least not for now. You will first experience times of complicity, but in a very discreet way. It is not at this time that you will have some times out and about, but your guides are letting you know that you will know why when the time comes. Okay? So, yeah, here maybe, maybe it's someone that's coming back, and it's coming back around. For that, this card is really talking about someone coming back, or what I said, this someone coming into your life, and maybe other people around you are not agreeing, or they're like maybe jealous people or something like that. But I do feel that it could be someone from your childhood, could be that. But yeah, even if you are already in this relationship, you need to protect it, because there are things, people may be around and trying to sabotage this, maybe not willingly, but and here you had the card relationship dynamics here, if you can see this one. Not easily, the camera is not focusing, but whatever. So yeah, maybe if people come into your life, and they might change things, and it's gonna be difficult to handle. Okay, so protect it and make sure that you create a solid bond with your person, and make sure that nothing is triggering things, because maybe it's starting to be triggered in some ways, and that this is the problem here, and maybe you need to assess that. Okay, so for the time frame, it's talking about July. It says, your guides are telling you that your romantic life is changing, but it will be shaken from the month of July. You must wait for that month to be completely glowing. Your guides know that you have been waiting for a long time for things to change, but they are telling you that it is the month of July that will bring you the renewal that you are waiting for, and the synchronicities that will enable you to be truly glowing in your romantic life. You still have 3 more steps to make to really be free and ready. Many things are coming your way, but not before the month of July. Your guides are by your side, and they will help you to feel good, and most of all, to build the happiness you are longing for in romance. Okay? So maybe you need to keep this relationship, low key until July, so you can be sure that things are gonna develop in a positive way. So yeah, So that was your message here. So I hope you got some guidance out of this. There were many stories here with these energies that came up. So, you know, the stories I tell are, you know, main guidelines, you know, somehow about the energies. I try to explain them the best way I can. It's not easy when you're not doing a reading for one person only, but I hope you get something out of it anyway. So yeah, let me know what you thought about it and how it resonated with you, and you know, if you want to talk about something regarding this what we've talked about here, you're very welcome.